Welcome, welcome. It's the Jill on Money Show. It's Monday, February 27th, and we are here answering your financial questions, trying to help you make better decisions. And usually that decision-making process, when it comes to money, gets a little clouded with your emotions. And if you just need some help clearing out those clouds, letting a ray of sunshine come through, then we'd love to be there with you to kind of show you some different options that are available to you. All you need to do is go to jillonmoney.com, click the Contact Us button, and when you do that, a form will pop up. Complete the form. That form is done. Fantastic. And Mark will do everything if you want to come on the air. Otherwise, we'll do email episodes from time to time. Now, also on the website right now, you're going to see something new. Guess what? We have a new membership option. Membership? What do you mean, Jill? Well, this is called Jill on Money Live. It's a webinar series, and you're going to pay a few shekels for it. It's very cheap. It's like $35 for the year or $10 a quarter. You can get all the pricing online. But this was an idea that Mark hatched a while back, and it went incredibly well. When we did our first webinar for the book, it was successful, it was fun, and we answered questions in real time, and it was really cool. It was great. Great to see part of the community really activate around that. So go check out Jill on Money Live, the new webinar membership series. Check it out. It's all on our website. Okay, right now, let's talk to Marta, who's on the line from Texas. Hello, Marta. What's going on?
Hi, Jill and Mark. I'm just very glad to be here. So good to hear you and be able to take this time to work through some of these things with you.
Fantastic. I like this also. I want to be candid that I started this day grouchy, and with each caller, I've been happier and happier. It's just, I realize more and more that I do this, that I so enjoy hearing your stories, you all, and that it's like really, it's very fulfilling for me. So it's all about me today. No, I mean, it's about you, but it's like your stories are awesome. So what is your story? How can we help you out? What brings you to us?
Jill, this is your calling. I'll just say that. And it's nice that you found it. I turned 68 this year and I have a fabulous job. However, I keep thinking to myself, there might be the other things out there that I could be doing. I could get a dog,
Yes.
I could go on more hiking trips. So in my last performance review just this month, or January, I talked to my manager about going part-time next year in 2024. And
how was that received?
Oh, they're all on board. They're like,
really?
Yes.
Now, why is that? Because then you don't have to get benefits?
Well, it's a couple of things. The industry that I'm in, aerospace, we have an aging International Space Station, and it has an end of life expectancy, and it's hard to get these brand new engineers out of college to go into supporting that part of NASA when there's lots of other exciting commercial space programs going on, and they can get their feet in on the ground floor of some really wonderful programs. So for someone like me to stay on, they're delighted.
Oh, that's awesome. How much do you earn right now, Marta?
My income is $140K.
And is that good for you? Does that pay your bills? Life good? How do you feel about it?
Oh, yeah.
Good. In this company, are you entitled to a pension?
Not for me, no.
Okay.
My husband is civil servant, federal employee, so he'll get a pension. He and I work together, but I do not. I'm
okay. How old is your husband?
He's 51.
I can't even tell you how happy I am right now. I cannot even tell you how happy I am right now. This is by far the best call of the day. All right, Marta, tell me, how much does he make?
He makes $156K.
And he'll get a pension. What are the terms of the pension? Like, where does he have to get to in order to claim it?
I don't know all those details, to be frank.
But he will collect a pension, and you've been working for a long time. So how much money do you have saved? And, do you combine everything?
No.
Or do you keep things separate? How do you deal with it?
We have kept things separate.
Okay. So tell me about the money that you have accumulated.
I have in my investments, and I'll break it down, but it looks like I have $900 12,000. So I'll break it down. I have a 401k
Yeah.
that has, we'll say 220,000.
Uh-huh.
And there's a Roth in there I only just started putting 15% into the Roth. That's the only contribution I've been making now. It's a 15%, and there is a match.
How much is in the Roth?
The Roth has 26,000, and then the IRA with the employee match has 179,000.
Wait a second. Did you just say 220? Was that 220 including the Roth and the pre-tax?
Yes.
And now tell me more. So beyond that's
okay.
Beyond that, let's do it.
Then I have a rollover IRA that's managed. I have two managed accounts through Fidelity, and the rollover IRA is 500,000.
Let's call it 453. Let's go crazy. Okay.
And then there's an inherited IRA.
When did the person die?
2012.
Okay,
so I've been taking
the stretch.
So I got to take. I have to take the required minimum distribution every year. Right now, it actually does really well. But right now, it has 86,000. We'll call it 780. I also have a deferred annuity, and
what's the deferred annuity?
Okay, the deferred annuity it's insurance my parents bought when I was born, and then when it stopped earning any money, I put it in this deferred annuity. So that it could start making money again. So there's 16,400 there.
16,400, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What else is out there?
The HSA is little, about 3,000. And then I guess I would say cash on hand. I have a brokerage account. There's some stock from a company I used to work with. It makes dividends. So I have put more cash in there because the plan in talking with my advisor, it was let's get some cash on hand. So I have in a individual TOD is 63,000. And then we sold some out of the rollover IRA. We got some short-term allocation of another 60,000.
Okay.
Well, the idea was, if you have to fund yourself for 2 years before you turn 70, let's get that cash. And then now, so in my bank account, I also have over 17,000. So I'm trying to save up another 60,000 just to have as an emergency.
That's good. What's the game plan? You want to work part-time. How much do you think you would earn working part-time?
Yeah, that's the key. It would be hourly. If I keep my same, they basically say, well, you can't tie us to, only 20 hours a week or only Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You need to be, if we're going to do this, you need to be flexible and let us, use you.
Well, let me ask you, how much do you think you're going to earn?
Let's call it 70,000.
Okay.
But my question is, maybe the game plan was, let's talk this in 6 months. And so, because I said, let's see if we're going to be in a recession, which would definitely flavor my decision to stay on. But if we're not, am I safe? Could I just walk away?
Well, when you say walk away, are you saying walk away with this part-time income? Or are you saying walk away like with nothing, like just out?
Fully retire at the end of 2023.
What are your expenses for real?
For real, it's about less than $5,000 a month, so we'll call it $60,000 a year.
And what will your Social Security benefit be?
At 70, my Social Security is $4,000. I wrote this down somewhere. Okay, sorry.
$4,000-ish. I'm pretty sure you can do this. I think you'll feel better if you do it working part-time for like one more year. But if you were to walk away right now, okay, then you would have plenty of money. You would have to spend some of your cash on hand just, again, at the end of the year, you said you're trying to aim to beef up that cash on hand. You'd spend some of that. You'd be able to claim Medicare. You got, a year and a half, 2 years before you can get your Social Security, and then you're golden. Yeah, you're good. And what about the housing situation?
We have a house together, and that is his property in the will. Now, I have another house, my childhood home, that I rent out to NASA interns, and that is going to go.
This woman's got it. down?
That's going to go to, it's actually a labor of love. I want to say it's more trouble than it's probably worth, but it is my daughter's inheritance. So I have a ladybird deed, they call it,
Yep.
enhanced life estate deed.
Yeah.
So she will get it if I die.
But that's good. It's all written down, and you guys are common law, but you also have estate documents somewhere.
We have one more form to file with the county that will make it all legal.
Oh,
but we have each other named as spouse on all of our all of the documents, and he will be my savior on my medical insurance because I'm going to go on his plan.
Oh, so you're not even going to go on Medicare?
No.
Oh, you know what? You got plenty of money. You're fine. Now, that is not to say that you shouldn't work part-time. Can I just say that one more time? Because it sounds like you're a worker. He's working. And like maybe it's actually good for you to work. Again, a transition year. I'm not saying forever, but just in case, right? Like it's very sudden. It sounds like, you know, have you been working your whole life? Sounds like yes, right?
Right.
So, I mean, going from full-time working all the time to not working, I don't know. That's a pretty big transition. I think it would be kind of cool if you could. And again, as you said, you kind of want to see, I almost would feel better if you not like, don't make it recession predicated, but maybe make it predicated on like, if you can really feel good about the part-time work, if it's not going to be too like all over the place. Because I mean, here's the part that I hate about part-time, that often people end up working part-time and they're like, oh, I'm actually working full-time and just not getting paid for that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So I don't want that to happen for you. But if you can make this work, I think it'd be kind of good. The partner is so much younger and working. Would it be weird for you to like stop completely while he's still working his butt off? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe it's fine.
No, that you're spot on. You're so good at this, Jill.
Oh man, I love it. Thank you. I appreciate that.
That is what I've been contemplating. This is such a part of the fiber of my being how will I make that transition? So I was really glad that they were so open. They didn't used to be open to part-timers. So I'm really glad that they are.
Yeah, I think this is, you know, listen, when I write about this in the book, it's so funny. I was just talking to somebody who was interviewing me and they were asking me very specifically, this dude from Reuters, he's like, well, what's plan B? What's plan B? I'm like, well, you know, generally I like plan B to be like, can I get an off ramp for retirement? I feel like this is like a gentle off ramp. And that you can, right? And then if possible, again, it's not necessary because I do believe you can do it. So if they change their minds and be like, hey, here's 6 months severance, bye, thanks, you'll be fine, you know? But I think that you are in very good shape. And in some respects, I want this to be more about what you think you need more than what they need from you. And if you can make this work, man, I'd do it. My off ramp is that I want to keep doing my audio work with Mark, build up the Jill on Money community, do that. But I don't want to have to worry about, you know, who's the next producer who comes in and says, I like her, I don't like her on TV. You know what I mean? So my off ramp has always been about making sure that I build up our community, really create something here that is more sustainable for a longer period of time. By the way, like also, it's nice to just be focused on something and knowing that it's sort of time sensitive also for you. And I think that could be really, really helpful. It sort of makes going to work a lot different. You know, it really does.
Yeah, my husband's just like, you just can't sit on the couch and eat bonbons all day. That is just not there.
I know. And you wouldn't. Also, like, it doesn't strike me that most people who are in your situation are the types who would do that. So I doubt it. I really doubt it. I think you're good. I think you really are good.
Let me ask you just a few other questions that,
sure.
I just have a few down here that I wanted to check on. Do I try to convert some of this IRA funds into Roths, or just take the required minimum distribution?
I would just take
the money and pay the taxes.
And you know what? I would sort of take it. And also, you know, you don't have to wait till you're 75 to take it. If you want, instead of converting, what you can do is you can just start pulling some money out, you know, between now and 75. That might be an easier way to skin the cat, you know?
Rather than, have those tax implications.
Rather than, like, you see, you would have to soak up some of the cash you have to pay the tax due right now. And I'm not sure you need to do that. you know? All right, Marta, I got to go do a television interview. What do you got? Anything else?
No, I appreciate everything you've done, and I will be watching for your television interview.
Thank you so much. If you, like Marta, want to start sussing out your off-ramp, want to create that off-ramp with us, we'd love to help you do that. Just go to JillOnMoney.com, click the Contact Us button. Let us know if you'd be willing to come on the air. While you're there, sign up for the free weekly newsletter and, of course, order my new book. It's called The Great Money Reset. Put your hands metaphorically on someone's back. Change your work, change your wealth, change your life. Thanks for listening. We'll talk to you tomorrow.